So we're getting to within about an hour of sunset, I think.
Cut. Go back. Say that again.
To within about an hour of sunset, I think.
And now it's time for me to make a confession. I was out and about a long way before sunset. In fact, I was up just after sunrise, and I took lots of footage and lots of images during the day. Unfortunately, with all of that footage that I took, I didn't get any sound at all. I hadn't set my microphone up correctly, so none of my erudite descriptions, none of my witty observations with any of the footage. Alas, we got some good footage, and I'll give you a quick montage of most of the day in just a moment. But firstly, the beginning of the day, just having breakfast and coffee outside of the cottage on the patio, and there were some fantastic bird species came to visit us. None of them came really close, but I managed to capture this image of a malachite sunbird, which I haven't come across before, but beautiful, beautiful plumage, those iridescent feathers with the sun catching them, really, really nice.
The other thing we spotted in the distance was this black field, which is a fire break to prevent wildfires from spreading. What you can't see is that on that field are zebra. So I took this image with my 150 to 600 Sigma lens. That monochrome zebra against the black field when you're expecting green or yellows, I think really works. Now, this image was taken from a long way away, and I've cropped in quite a lot. It doesn't really work from that distance. So we jumped in the car and we headed down, hoping that the zebra wouldn't scarper before we got there. And then I crept along the fields to get as close as I could without scaring them away, and captured these images, which I think works really well. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Be really interested to hear what your thoughts are. After quietly and carefully removing myself from the zebra, we went on our hike around the property. Only 4 or 5 kilometers, but the scenery was stunning. So we sent the drone up, took a couple of images. I'll leave you to enjoy the scenery. So that takes us back to where I started, heading out to catch the fading evening light. So we're getting to within about an hour of sunset, I think. And I came out earlier today, and I came across this tree beside a lake, and I couldn't really capture anything, and the light wasn't very good, and so I've come back. And the light's now lovely, but I still can't quite find the composition where the tree isn't breaking the horizon in the background. So you can see the tree there, and the only way I can think of capturing this is pretty close with a super wide angle and really try and separate it from the background as much as we can. I'll set up and I'll show you what I get, if anything. So I captured that shot, quite happy with it. Slow shutter speed, 40th of a second. Had a polarizing filter on there just to take the glare off of the water. But we're heading now out through the fields. The sun is not far off setting, as you can probably see behind me. Let's try and keep the glare off the lens. And we're heading towards a bit of a hillock, which I saw earlier today. And we went round the other side of it, so I'm going to see if there's a way that I can get up to the top of the hillock in time for sunset. But the colours are looking fantastic. They really are. It's stunning. I'm going to stop in a moment and just give you the view. Hopefully you get a sense of the gold in the golden hour. And if you pan across to the left, you can see the real mountains in the background of the Drakensberg, the Dragon's Back. So my pathway's been blocked by this stream, I guess you'd call it. It's hardly a raging river, is it? But if you've got knees like mine, that's a bit of an obstacle. There's an old man's grunt there, but we're across. And as you can see, I am running out of light. Now, for those of you guys who aren't from South Africa, you may be a little bit concerned about wild animals. And there are a few to be worried about, mainly snakes, to be honest. But the majority of snakes will run on vibration. Run, if they can run without legs. The one that doesn't is the black mamba. But keep your eyes peeled. But other than that, there's plenty of wild animals here, but not many of them that you need to be overly concerned about. In terms of cats, there might be a leopard, but leopards don't attack humans, or at least they don't attack fully grown humans. There's no lion or anything. What you may be able to see, but you may not, on that hill, just silhouetted, a zebra. They've certainly spotted me, and we'll try and get a bit closer, but I suspect they'll run before this camera's going to spot them for you. Yeah, they're looking closely now. I think I'm about to get as close as I'm going to. How's that? Yes, look at the light as it plays across the landscape. Oh my word. This is what it's all about. Absolutely stunning. I don't think I've done that light justice, but hey, it's fantastic just to be here, to be honest. One of the problems with the sunset in South Africa is the sun sets quickly. And you can see already that apart from that far distance, the sun is pretty much behind the mountains now, and much of the scene is now in shadow. I just can't find a way of composing that shot. Those colours at the foreground, the reflections in the water are just beautiful. But with that tree breaking the horizon the way it does, it just doesn't work. Can I get around a bit and find an angle? No, I don't think I'm going to be able to. That's a real shame. Right, I'm going to take a shot. And I know it breaks all the rules, but I can't let it go. And I'm running out of light, so I better get a move on.
So that's day 2 of my 3-day trip here on the South African side of the Drakensberg Mountains. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it gave something to you to demonstrate the beauty of this landscape around here. In the 3rd and final episode, I'll be going on a hike to the Tegela Falls. Now, the Tegela Falls are allegedly the 2nd highest waterfalls in the world. It's a little bit controversial, and we'll talk about that more in the video itself. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please drop me your thoughts. I read every single comment and I do my very best to respond. Look forward to seeing you the next time. In the meantime, please take care. Bye-bye.